Hey, hey beautifuls of the feed. It's me, BG. I'm going to be doing a reading for you today. I have no clue what it's going to be about yet. But I'm going to do the same as that last video that I did. I just want to say thank you so much for the comments that were left there. They were like inspiring in so many ways. And I would also like to say thank you for the people that did also just interact with that video. Thank you. So let's just do the same thing. I'm going to do a little bit shorter. I'm going to try to keep these videos under 10 minutes. And I'm going to try my best to post every single day. So that's something. So if you do resonate with these, obviously, please let me know in the comments and also leave a like and subscribe if you would like to follow the journey and all of that. So let's go. Let's do your energy first and then the other person that you're thinking about, your significant other, in a second, and then we'll just see how it goes. See how it goes. Alrighty. Here we go. We got the Fool. The Fool. The Fool, it's definitely an energy, right? It's carefree, like being innocent, new beginnings, like the sense of wonder, and maybe a little bit of like being like, obviously the word the fool, right? A little bit foolish. So it could be like not aware of like the danger or something. But it's like this energy that's like full of life and wants to really like just see the good in things. That's what I'm getting from that. So I guess that's how you're feeling at the moment. That's kind of like your energy. You feel very much like the cycle has passed and it's a beginning of a new one. Obviously it's the first tarot card in the whole deck. So it is. It's like the beginning of a brand new cycle. Feel very fresh. Whoa, we got a bunch that fell out and stuff, so we'll just go with that stuff. Let me just grab it. Hey. That shot's intense, man. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting. The Fool, right? The Fool first, and this is more cards than normal. Why don't we just do 5? We got 6 today, that's fine. So the first card here is the 10 of Swords. So it's like the end of a cycle. End of cycle. The end of that cycle. End of that cycle. That's what I'm getting from that. It's the end of that cycle. End of that cycle. It was like if like you felt like you were defeated by something, and I feel like you're at peace with it now. So you're like really like let it collapse, right? Like and it's like the end of the cycle. You know, it's like it happened, the failure happened, like I feel like you're at peace with it, and essentially the end of the cycle is in effect. It's really interesting, obviously. I feel like that's how I feel about that. And we'll move on to the next card. The 3 of Swords. Not my favorite card in the tarot deck, but there's many interpretations that I've seen. Obviously, I've seen people take from this. As I see it, is it's like emotional hurt. It can be other stuff. I just feel like right now it's an emotional thing. It's very inwards. There's lots of swords showing up here. We've got 4 lots of swords. We have the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. So, we also have the Judgment card. So, yeah. The 3 of Swords is like heartbreak, suffering, and grief. It's like, essentially, I feel like it's just, maybe it's like turning a blind eye to the suffering and the grief that the things have been causing you, obviously, because what I get from that other one is like that's the end of the cycle. Like this is like the feeling that you've had, and then we go on to the the Nine of Swords. So this is very similar to my friend's reading I did this morning. Not the same cards, but very similar. Like we got the 10 and then we got the Nine of Swords like after the 10. So we got the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety. You feel sleepless, like you've been thinking a lot, like there's been a lot of emotional baggage and things like going on. I also feel like this could be a sign of like healing trauma, like the Three of Swords, and like that cycle was ended in the Fool, and like the way I'm looking at this is like there's like trauma, there's emotional pain, there's emotional hurt, but it's like this is the end of the cycle. And then we have the Nine of Swords, and that kind of goes to show like this is the trauma that you may be healing, which is like anxiety, hopelessness, and the feeling of never being good, or like maybe if there is distance between you and someone else, then you feel like maybe they don't like you anymore, or like, you know, those kind of things. So I feel like there's a lot of healing out of this, and that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm feeling. The next card that we have is Judgment. So Judgment is, I think it's like kind of what it says. The picture like used to kind of freak me out a lot, right? But this is like definitely a card of like reflection and like awakening. I feel like the Judgment card is like there is either way, right? Like there's two ways that it could go depending on the choices you make. And I really feel like if you reflect on the situation and you make the right choice, then it can be awakening. But if you make the wrong choice, then it can be like a reckoning of things. So this really goes to show that there is like a, I like to say crossroads, but there is like a universal judgment happening where you need to make a choice. And it's got a lot to do with this trauma, I think. You got to like make a choice whether you want to heal it or not. And I think the right choice would be to heal it. The last card here we got is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords to me is kind of sneaky. It's like a sneaky card, very sneaky. So this is kind of interesting. Yes, what I'm getting is that there is some sort of deception going on from your side with this. Obviously, I feel like what I'm getting is the emotional hurt, and things may have come from maybe the relationship you're in, or like it's a family situation, or like whatever person or situation you're thinking about in this reading. It's kind of like I feel like you're being almost deceptive with other people and yourself about like situations. Like maybe you think that you don't have trauma, or you try to hide it from other people, and I feel like that's what I'm getting from this. There's tactics and strategy going on, so it's a knowing and a conscious effort to hide the problems. So this is the reading. I feel like you're up at night, like thinking about the other person, and I really do think that there's been something that's happened. Yeah, I got something else, like the deceit thing at the end, deception, trickery, and the tactics and things. It kind of goes with the Fool card at the beginning for me. It's like the beginning of a cycle. Like I feel like maybe the cycle ended, and maybe there was not really, there was a little bit of healing, but not the full healing done. So you're back in the cycle again, and you're back into having to kind of evaluate and work on yourself. And this 10 of Swords really goes to show that I think that this time it is going to happen. I really do believe in that. And it's got to do with like a lot to do with your relationship. I feel like it's a karmic kind of connection, or a soulmate, or a twin flame. That's generally what my readings are about. We have another card that popped out. I was kind of wanting that. I feel like a little bit of clarification for you. That's another sword card. Yeah, it's very much swords today. It's the Six of Swords. So this is definitely what I wanted to see, which is like a transition. It's leaving behind and moving on. So kind of what I was just saying, I really do believe now that this is like a cycle that has been in effect for a long time, and it's time for you to heal it fully. And like, obviously healing never ends, but like this healing is like a big trauma, and I think it's time, because this one here, it's like moving with baggage and like being at peace. I really think that it's time for like things to work out for you, for the universe. All right, well, since I did this and it's 10 minutes, I'm going to end the video, but subscribe. And if you resonate with this reading for you personally, then please leave a like and subscribe and comment. And I'm going to post another video today, and I'll do it for your significant other instead of doing 2-in-1 video. So watch out for that. Definitely come back to the channel if you want to see that, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.